Hi guys, super informal video today, but I thought I would show you around my kind of dressing room. It's literally as much as you can see in this mirror here. It's just a box room. Once upon a time it was my filming room, and I took over a bit of space downstairs, and then it just became this space that we weren't really using for anything specific, and so I kept some of my bits and pieces in it from when I used to film in here, and it just kind of became a bit of a dressing room. So I'm going to take you around it because I recently decorated and kind of organised everything. It's not changed tons, but enough for me to think that I could update you on what it looks like. So yeah, ignore my casual pyjamas, no makeup attire, but I'm not filming anything kind of in front of the camera properly, so I figured it was no point in actually getting ready for this. I'm just going to take you around a mini tour. So this is what you see when you come into the room. My clothes rack just on the side of the bookshelf, the mirror, and that's kind of it, and the window obviously. The big rug on the bottom, that's where rugs go, on the floor, is from IKEA. It's the worst rug in the world. I bought it from that bargain basement area. Bargain corner, I think it's called, and it's never sat right. No matter where we've put it, it's always had like a strange kink to it, and so I thought I'll put it in here because it's a really small room, almost takes up all of the floor, and I don't care so much. Every other place we put it, it just moves around. It's horrible. So yeah, it just kind of covers up this awful brown carpet. So that's the only reason that that's in here, and it just makes for a slightly nicer background when I'm taking pictures in this mirror. So the mirror itself, let's come back with my pyjamas. My pyjamas, by the way, if you're interested, are from Victoria's Secret. They're just like sweatpants, sweat top, not actually pyjamas, but there you go. The mirror is from The Range. I think I paid just under £40 for it, I think. I only bought it last week, but I believe that's what it was. It's quite a big mirror. I kind of still need to level it up a little bit so that I can get my entire outfit in if I want to take a picture, but yeah, I really like this. I wanted something similar. I actually wanted something much taller, but everything is so expensive. I thought that was actually quite a reasonable price for this mirror. It's stacked up on some magazines, and there's some beauty boxes down there. Above the mirror, you will have seen this before if you've seen some of my kind of organisation videos and things in the past. These are basically just nails into the wall that I'm hanging my necklaces on, and that is that. Nothing particularly exciting. I'm thinking of extending the nails so that they kind of come over the top of the mirror. I definitely have enough necklaces to do that, so I probably will, but for now that's where they are. And then, this is probably the most exciting part. This is the part that you will see in the background of some of my videos even now. I do actually use this kind of as a background. And this is I can't remember the name of the bookshelf, but I'll link it below. It's from IKEA, and I use it to store bags and shoes. That bag is not normally there. I just filmed a video with that, so I just kind of put it in that space, but my boots are usually on the bottom. Then I have some shoes, some kind of nicer shoes on the top, and a couple more bags and some bags up there as well. So it's just kind of like a display area for my nicer items and things that I want to reach for more often. So in the summer months, I'll probably take the boots out and replace it with something else. Then I have my wall of like framed bags, I suppose you would call it. I mentioned these before. It's so easy. I didn't use any specific tutorial or anything like that. It's just as simple as putting a frame in a bag. The frames are from IKEA, super cheap. It's not difficult. It literally is just putting a frame in a bag. You might need a little bit of sticky tape to keep them in place, but otherwise really easy, but so effective. I love it. Unfortunately, some of them have faded a little bit because of the window, but hey ho. Then I have these hooks on the side here that I was also using for my jewellery, and I ended up putting bags on there as well. So there you go. That's my rack, and then I have a stool, which is also from IKEA, and now has paint on it. Yay. And then this, I think it's called the Mullig, which is from IKEA again. IKEA is like king for me, and I've wanted this for ages. I bought a couple of these for my friend when I did up her spare room as a dressing room a while ago, and I absolutely loved them. They're like £6 or £8, something like that. So cheap, but so sturdy. And you put them together and they can't kind of expand or contract or anything. They just have to stay in one place. So they're going to be really sturdy compared to the ones that can move up and down, because I had one of those before and it just kept falling. So really happy with this. It's not as tidy as it could be, you know. Could have organised it a little bit for this video, but I didn't. And then I have my Cosmo bag that's just got bits and pieces and samples in it that I'm trying to photograph at the moment. So generally what goes on this rack is either new stuff, stuff that I haven't worn yet and I want to wear, or stuff that I want to photograph, or if I was to do a haul, I will put them on here and I'll film it like that. So that's kind of what the rack is for. Not actually for my clothes that I'm wearing day to day, because I have wardrobes in my bedroom for that, but just kind of for things that I want to set aside for some reason. At the bottom I have this shoe rack, and I got this from, I forget what it was exactly. You know, there's loads of different pound shops of various different names, and it was one of them. I forget which one it was, but I think it was like £2. Absolute bargain. I would definitely buy this again and may buy more. But this actually is extendable, and it can, how small can it be? Probably about a third shorter than this it could be if you wanted it to be. But this was kind of, I wanted it the same size as my rack. But an absolute bargain, I think you'll agree, for a couple of pounds, and it doesn't even look that bad. So I put all my flat shoes on there, and then in the back I just have an Amazon box, which is some secret Christmas presents that I'm already putting away, and some other bits like a mirror and some makeup palettes and things that I'm not using right now. On the back of the door I have a rack. It's kind of a, what would it be called, a door hook thing? It goes over the top of the door and it's got 4 hooks on it. Actually it's got 8 hooks on it because they're all double, and I just put all of my scarves on there because they're quite bulky. It's difficult to find a place to put them that you can see them, because if I put them in a box then I never use them. So yeah, and that's where all of them are, and that's it. Behind the clothes rack is actually a wardrobe, but it's not really a wardrobe. It's more like, I'll show you inside this one up here. It's got junk in it. It's got like my sewing machine, some material, random hair extensions, just junk. And then in this one, it's even worse. It's just boxes and things that I don't want to get rid of yet, but I don't reach for very often. Obviously this clothes rack is really easily moved, so it's not a big deal if I want to move it, but it wasn't really a big deal to actually close it off because I hardly ever go in that cupboard, and I just wanted to use that dead space. So that's why I have this in front of it. So that is it for my mini room tour. I am so happy with this room. If I could have that big room downstairs, just kind of in this style, I would be completely the happiest girl in the world. One day in another house, but for now, this is my kind of little girly area. I just love this section so much. Shoes and bags, can't get enough of it. But I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. There's some jewellery down there as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.